Thank you for joining us today. We are live from Curative Connections West, and we are going to give a little preview of the building, and we're joined by Denise and Gary.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Yesteryear Village.
So we had a couple questions that were sent in ahead of time. Let's see. So is this a new building?
No. This originally was the West Side main post office in Green Bay. And then Ed Martin, from my understanding, bought the building when the new West Side location was, post office was built on Packerland Drive. And in 2006, we leased the building from H.A. Martin and Sons, and then about 2007, we purchased the facility building from him at that time.
Another question. So what programs do we have here at Curative West?
Sure, so since 2006, we've been operating an adult day program for people living with dementia here at this location. And we also, this location is home to our Ready Set Life program, which is a life skill development program for younger adults. And they are sharing this space now, and we have been under construction at this space as we've turned it into this village concept, and really looking to add to what Curative offers in services and do something innovative and new for our area. So this was an operational adult day center since, like I said, 2006, and then a year ago we ended or held operations here, moved them over to our east side location, and then completely renovated and changed up this space. And that's what we're excited for everybody to come on next Tuesday so that they can see it in person. But we wanted to give you a little bit of a preview as far as what this is and what this program's about. So that's what we're doing today.
Okay. Would we be okay to go on a little preview of this space specifically? Where are we right now?
Sure, so right now you are with us in the auto garage. And that each space was specifically identified by a group of people that we pulled together several years ago, actually. Community members, professionals in the field that were supporting people living with dementia, just a whole range of folks who have experience, either personal or professional, in supporting people living with dementia, so that we could identify spaces that would be relevant and important and kind of meet this model's concept. And what the model concept is that you are creating environments where people can engage and interact, and with the idea that they're drawing on memories that then would create a reminiscent opportunity for them. So an auto garage was one of the spaces that came up as something that would be really important and relevant for a lot of people. And just with the idea of environmentally feeling like you're in a garage, because there are, should you look, a tool bench complete with tools. You can see that there's artifacts and signage kind of all around the space. And then all the way around to your left, we are complete, of course, with a car that, as you can see, the automobile gallery has been generous to loan to us so that we could have a car in our garage that people are able to get in and open the hood and take a look at, and really have the sense that we are in a garage and we can tinker and spend time and do things that you would typically have done in a garage.
And what you're looking at right now is a 1965 Delta 88, which everybody seems to love and brings back a lot of memories for a lot of the members that come out here that we serve. They actually get in the car, they can get in there and they just talk and reminisce when we used to go to drive-in theaters. And I remember, you know, going to high school, taking the first date on somebody like that. So it's a very active part of the concept that we have out here. Brings back a lot of memories for individuals here.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we have a lot of different things here. You know, we got a little grill up there from a Ford Falcon. We got a Ford tailgate over there. Try to make it look as much as maybe a garage, so you'd have a garage, kind of a nice garage at home with all the signage Like Denise said, this is just one room that we have in this concept here, which is a completely new concept. I think people will be surprised when they walk in here to see what they see. A lot of people have come in here and they said, I've never seen anything like this. I actually had 2 contractors out here this morning and said, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I can't believe this place. I've never seen anything like this before. And they started asking a lot of questions on how we use this type of space. So everybody's just been jaw-dropped when they walk in here and said it's unbelievable.
And the importance of creating space to bring about that kind of a response is that as people are diagnosed with different forms of dementia, adding support services into their life is critical. And we are one of those support services that people can add so that they have a place where they can connect with people, they have peers that they're spending time with, they're still having meaning and purpose in their day. It just looks a little bit different, and there's that support piece that's there. The other really important thing is that oftentimes people have a family caregiver that's supporting them, and so if we can make a place where the person is comfortable to spend time and that family caregiver is able to do what they need to do, work, appointments of their own, and maybe just have some time to themselves, then we're really serving both of those people with this space. And if the space is a space that is this really interesting and something that's comfortable for somebody, the idea maybe for somebody to say that they're going to go to an adult day program isn't super comfortable, and we understand that. So we're hoping that this model kind of breaks some of that stigma, and if they are then able to say, I'm going to go hang out in the garage for a few hours, and that's more comfortable, and they're willing to understand that that's something that would be fun for them, then that's what we're hoping.
Yeah, thank you. We had a question sent in ahead of time. Have any of the members who have been here already shared what they think of the renovated space?
Good question.
They all love it, that's for sure. I've been over here quite a bit, and early in the morning, when they first came here, they were like, wow. We had one member that actually went in the train car and started talking about, and this individual I don't think talks a whole lot, but started talking about riding the train with her mother and going to Green Bay to Milwaukee and then other trips on the train. So it really all of a sudden started the conversation that probably never would have happened, and probably those memories might not even came up if it wasn't for one of the areas that we have in this building. I think this is what it's supposed to generate, is those long-term memories and help that mind keep moving and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a great example of what we've seen since we've been back in the building. It's been about 4 weeks that we've had members back and been operational, and we've got several of those stories that people have really connected with the spaces and been able to just tell stories from it.
Yeah, definitely. Just like the car. I mean, somebody was talking about going to the drive-in theater. They said, I think we used to go to the drive-in theater in a 65 Delta 88 down the valley outdoor or whatever here in Green Bay. So that was pretty cool. So starting a lot of that's happening here.
Another question sent in ahead of time. How many people can be in the new space?
We, our program is certified by the state of Wisconsin to operate as an adult day center, and we have, our certification allows 60 people a day at the center. We are learning this model, and so we're going to slowly move and add people as we can understand how to use it best and how it's going to be safe and practical for everybody who's using it. So that's what we're shooting for, is adding to our numbers, and that's what basically our capacity is daily. The way that we understand enrollment is if we did have about 50 people a day, that means probably about 150 to 175 people enrolled. So based on schedules, not everybody comes every day, so that's what enrollment could potentially be like.
And that's the Ready Set Light, or that's the Yesteryear Village.
Yes.
We have the Ready Set Light program.
Right, and so then the other program that's housed here that we had mentioned, Ready Set Life, is the life skills program. They have 16 people a day, and they are a program that runs full and at capacity and a wait list, and so that group will probably stay consistent as far as how many people are here per day. And the idea there is that we're really trying to add a true training component for that group, because that's what they're doing, is they're learning life skills so that they can gain independence in their life, whatever that looks like, living in their own apartment, creating the budget, riding the bus, all those kinds of things. And so these spaces can offer them hands-on training experiences is what we're hoping for them. Plus we get the beauty of intergenerational. So we've got younger folks and older folks together doing community things.
And question from our Facebook chat, can anyone utilize this space?
Can anyone? That's a really good question. I think that, so we have a little bit of a process when people are interested in adding into any of our services. And we usually like to meet with you and find out your story, what you're looking for, how we think that we can meet those needs, and we go from there. So I think that's probably the best way to answer that question, is it's very individualized. We want to make sure that what we're offering is meeting your needs.
Okay.
But we don't need a doctor's diagnosis, you don't need a referral, you don't need anything besides having that conversation with us to see what that looks like for a fit.
And folks can contact us.
They can contact us. So our website has a contact us place, and that goes directly to the person that oversees all of our intake and referral. Brenda Jordan is our person that oversees all of it, and then it gets passed on to the correct person to actually do that phone call and meeting. So website is a place, and then, or you can just call directly to our main line and say that you want to talk to somebody about starting services. Do you want me to give phone numbers?
No, I think it's on our website.
Okay,
So,
perfect.
then I guess I'm curious, what's your favorite room in here? People will get to see more if they join us next week, and we'll be sharing more on social media, but so we're not showing it all now, but what's your favorite space here?
I think the town square is very nice. I think it draws everything together. There's a big town square here, has a tree inside of it, so people should come out and see that. You might even hear the bird chirping in the background. We've got bird sounds out there. That's the focal point. I mean, that's a huge part of this whole concept of being indoor but outdoor look and feel. So that's how I would. So, but all the rooms are good. I don't really have a favorite.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I think I had a couple of favorites before we started using this space that I was really excited to just get into and be a part of. And I think that has changed because every time I see somebody have a moment or experience something in another space, it becomes my favorite. So that has changed. I think one of the really great things we did is added a all seasons porch in the back. And so just being able to have a space where people can get natural light and have that sense of nature and being outdoors has been a wonderful addition. And so that is definitely a highlight.
Someone just said in the comments that is their favorite.
Okay.
Someone who, yep, that's their favorite space.
Yeah, it used to be a loading dock, and we decided to close it in, make it usable space more.
Well, then I guess our last question is there anything that you want folks really to know about Yesteryear Village, the program, Creative Connections West, before we head into next week?
I just think it shows the support that we have in this community, because everything you see here, I guess I can talk about that, is 100% donated. We couldn't do it without the residents of Brown County throughout the state and individual families, and it's just an honor to be a part of this, and the generosity of the individuals is amazing. We went through renovation a little over 4 years ago at our east side location, again, all donated. So everything you see here is completely donated to do this renovation, which is just unbelievable. I mean, it's just, words can't speak enough of all that.
Yeah, I agree. That was a great point and definitely something to mention.
Yeah.
Our community has been very good to us, and they recognize community need, and they showed up, and that is what we got from this.
Speaks volumes of Curative Connections, celebrating our 75th year last year. Just shows us our long-term, always changing and adapting to what our needs are in this community. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you to everyone who joined us. I know some folks have some questions in the comments that we will be responding to via chat, but thank you so much, Gary and Denise for joining us.
Well, thank you. Thank you everybody for joining us.